launched Make in India program on September 25, 2014 in New Delhi. He, along extending an invitation to foreign firms to invest in India, also solicited the CEOs of domestic firms to invest in India by saying that there is no need to leave the nation. We want our companies to stand out as MNCs. The Make in India program laid the foundation of India's new national manufacturing policies and rolled out the red carpet to both domestic and international industrialists with an aim to make India a manufacturing hub that will in turn boost the employment and overall growth of India. Initially, there are 25 sectors included in Make in India campaign. There are automobiles, chemicals, IT, textiles, pharmaceuticals, ports, aviation, leather, tourism and hospitality, wellness, railways, auto components, design manufacturing, renewable energy, mining, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, electronics, etc. With focus on job creation, skill enhancement, economic, technical as well as overall infrastructure development. Why Make of India? Make in India, need of Make in India. Why Mr. Narendra Modi launched this campaign in India? Quickly increasing global competition, cheap labor raw materials, potential high profit making markets, focusing on employment generation, boosting trade and economic growth, safeguard and sustain the overall development of India and its citizens. That's why Mr. Narendra Modi launched this campaign in India. Requirements for the success of campaign. Manufacturing industry requires heavy finance to facilitate the buying of latest modern technology, setting up and development of required infrastructure, developing skill set of human resource to produce best quality products and survive in ever increasing global competition. Contributions towards society of Make in India campaign. Finance is the most abundant, flexible and readily leveraged resource which demand precise attention and articulation. According to World Bank data in 2013, the contribution of Indian manufacturing sector to Indian economy was merely 13%. The overall contribution of manufacturing sector to this gross domestic product is just 28%. Objectives of the study. The objectives of my research for this is to identify the impact of financial services on the development of manufacturing sector in India and overall Indian economy, to suggest different techniques and systems through which financial support can be provided which is required to boost up the manufacturing industry, to find out the areas of investment where assistance of financial services is required for lifting the Indian manufacturing sector, which is the main objective of Make in India campaign. Various ways to prop up financial services for this campaign. Foreign manufacturers as well as domestic manufacturers will only be encouraged to invest in India if they will be provided with an enabling environment by government. Promoting and help flourishing the financial service advisors who provide end-to-end advice as from where will they finance come from, how much finance is required covering the whole life cycle and production scenario of the plant in manufacturing industry. These financial advisors also keep track of the inflow and outflow of the money. The initiative of government is must in order to reform the investment climate in India. Government should facilitate and encourage merchant banking, factoring, invoice discounting, facilitate in order to make the finance readily available. As Sir told, there are so many NPAs in banking sector and they are increasingly continuously. So to regulate these, the banking sector should be in the proper form, utilize Make in India campaign so NPA can be controlled. Commercial banks should make finance readily available for manufacturing enterprises. Government should frame such policies which are a bit lenient and relaxed on lower interest rate and thus review the performance and financial constraints of the manufacturing units. Regulatory environment should be empowered in order to pave a way for the development. Government of India should facilitate the promotion of more and more credit card companies and angel investors, which will benefit both the manufacturer and the consumers. Financial planning. What is the financial planning under Make in India campaign? Under the initiative brochure on the 25 sector and a web portal were released. Initially there are 25 companies in this campaign. Before the initiative was launched, foreign equity caps in various sectors had been relaxed. The application for license was made available for 3 years. Success of Make in India campaign, 49% to defense sector. Initially it was only 26%. 100% in railway infrastructure. This was in hope of bringing down the military products of India. Except space, there are 74%, in defense 49%, news and media 26%, and 100% FDI is allowed in remaining sectors. Between September 2014 to August 2015, the government received 1.10 crore worth of proposals from companies. 24.8% of smartphones shipped in the country in the April to June quarter. Because of this, the 40.92 billion physical year increments are there. Industrial production is warming up very. Foxconn bet billions. Contract manufacturing gained Foxconn last weekend $5 billion on factoring and research and development. General Motor Company recently announced it will invest another $1 billion in our country. Uber is ramping up its rollout. So we can say there is a need of reform in industrial strategy to make India a manufacturing focal point. Encouraging industrial structure need to be established that should attract more and more domestic as well as foreign industrialists towards Indian terrain. There is a need for financial service providers and advisors who could work for these industrialists right from the beginning of the project. Improved quality and better performance management system needs to be in place to guide, monitor and improve the skill set of its workforce. Mentality of industrialists, both foreign and domestic, towards India needs to be changed.
Initially, human resource is the most important and vital factor of economic development of our country. The base of Make in India has already been discussed by Dr. Rita Jain, so I will not be discussing it again. So just the nominal points that I would like to know, to come to your notice, these are: it is a new national program designed to facilitate investment both domestic and foreign in India, fostering innovation, intensify skill development, generate employment opportunities, preventing brain drain, and making the use of internationally standardized technology affordable for Indian citizens. It focuses on giving Indian industry a global recognition. According to World Bank data in 2014, the contribution of Indian manufacturing industry to Indian economy was merely just 19%. The overall contribution of the manufacturing sector to its GDP was just 33%. The Indian also stands at a very low in the contribution in the world manufacturing with just 1.9% all over the world. Developing India as a manufacturing hub is not only required to earn a golden place in the eyes of foreign countries, but it is also important because the development of manufacturing sector in India and its transformation into a world hub manufacturing industry will create more jobs and employment opportunities for its people. Now let's come to the conclusion directly, because all the financial growth and economic growth has already been discussed. So the conclusion is, in today's scenario, people and money both are organizations' greatest competitive edge. There is a need for